The narcissist never expected you to do this. They didn't see it coming. Not even close. Thought you'd stay down, huh? Thought you'd stay curled up, cracked and quiet, begging for crumbs of approval like before. Wrong. Because now look at you. Standing taller, breathing deeper, smiling wider, learning, moving, building. Bit by bit, day by day, you're putting yourself back together in a way they never expected, and sure as hell never wanted. And now they're sweating. See, the narcissist's game only works when you stay small, stay broken, stay afraid. The minute you stop dancing to their tune, the whole damn illusion shatters, and that terrifies them more than anything. Here's the truth nobody tells you. Some people need you to stay beneath them just to feel tall. They feed off your silence. They get drunk on your self-doubt. But the second you start getting your voice back, your fire back, your spine back, they panic, they squirm. Because deep down, they always knew what you were capable of. That's why they tried so hard to bury it. And yet, despite all the crap, all the poison, all the dirty little mind tricks they lost, you're here. You made it out. You're not just surviving, you're flipping the script. This is the moment they hoped would never come. So don't stop, don't slow down, don't look back. You're not just healing. You're becoming a storm they can't control. They thought they had you locked down. Thought you were just another puppet on a string, easy to bend, easy to break, easy to keep in that quiet little cage they built just for you. Why? Because it fed them, gave them a rush, made them feel big while making you feel small. But here's the kicker, they don't get to keep you there. Not anymore. See, this whole thing, it was never love. It was never real care. It was control, flat-out manipulation. Twisting your loyalty, your heart, your empathy into chains. They wanted to own you, not love you. That's what people like this do. They latch on like parasites, draining your confidence, shrinking your voice, until you forget who the hell you were before they slithered in. But you woke up. You snapped out of it, stepped back, looked around, realized the bars around you weren't steel, just smoke and mirrors. And then you walked right out. Now let me tell you why they're losing it. Because deep down, the narcissist always knew the day would come when you'd stop needing them. The day you'd stop believing the lie that you weren't good enough without their approval. That day, it's here. And they hate it. They hate that you didn't crawl back, that you didn't fall apart without their voice in your ear. They hate that you're rebuilding, growing, expanding your damn mindset like wildfire. Because once you outgrow the version of yourself they could control, they lose their grip. Their game falls apart. And that's when the fear hits them. Oh yeah, it's there, real and raw. The fear of losing you. The fear of watching you become everything they swore you couldn't be. That's why they fought so hard to trap you. Not because they loved you, but because they were scared of your freedom. Scared of your power. They knew the second you started healing, their little charade would fall apart like wet tissue. Because healing? That's dangerous to people like that. Once your eyes open, you can't unsee it. The fake charm. The guilt trips. The mind games dressed up as love. You start connecting the dots, and suddenly their entire act looks like what it always was. Manipulation in a fancy coat. That's why they fought so hard to keep you stuck, to keep you doubting yourself. Because the minute you stop looking to them for validation, their grip starts to slip. Real growth. Oh, it ain't about yoga and green smoothies, friend. Real growth is gritty. It's brutal. It's staring into your own scars and saying, not today. It's drawing a line in the sand and saying, no more. Growth is silence when they try to bait you. It's walking away without needing to explain. It's choosing peace over chaos, even when chaos is all you've ever known. And when you get to that place, you force the mask off. You put the narcissist in a corner with nowhere to hide because their tricks don't work anymore. You don't dance for crumbs. You don't play the role they cast you in. You rewrite the damn script. And they notice. Oh yeah, they notice. What's going on here? They ask, pretending they don't know. But deep down, they do. They feel it. The shift, the loss of control, the silence that says more than 1,000 arguments ever could. See, not everybody claps when you win, especially the ones who only liked you better when you were bleeding. Because when you were broken, you were easier to steer, easier to mold. You gave without asking. You tolerated what you shouldn't. You needed them, and they loved that. But you've changed. The narcissist knows they're cracked. Don't let the act fool you. They're not blind to their flaws. They just hope you are. But when you start rising, when your glow starts getting brighter, that's when their mask starts slipping. That's when the fear kicks in, because nothing exposes a narcissist faster than watching the person they tried to break become unstoppable. So what do? They circle back, love bomb you, guilt trip you, whisper sweet nothings they don't mean. All smoke, all mirrors, anything to suck you back into orbit, because your success, your freedom, your confidence, it makes them feel tiny. Why would someone fight so hard to trap you again? Why do they come running the second you walk away? Because you matter, more than they'll ever admit. You were the source, the power plant, the emotional life support they fed off of, and now that you've unplugged, they're scrambling. Because narcissists don't live alone, they leech. They can't stand on their own 2 feet. They need your validation like a junkie needs a fix. But don't get it twisted. They don't love you. They love what you give them. Your warmth, your attention, your peace. They want it bottled up and served on command. You were never meant to be anyone's emotional butler. But that's what they wanted, a servant, not a partner. Someone to stroke their ego and never question the price. And here's the kicker. They celebrate you only when it benefits them. That twisted grin when you win. It ain't joy. It's envy wrapped in a handshake. Because deep down, your growth makes their dysfunction louder. And it comes from deep stuff. Wounds they never faced, wiring they never fixed, relationships they never learned how to handle. You and them, you don't think the same, don't feel the same, don't love the same. So stop expecting them to clap for you. Stop expecting someone who profits off your pain to cheer for your healing. This is the part where you draw the line. You adapt, you rise. You figure out who's really clapping and who's just watching, waiting, hoping for a stumble. And then you keep walking anyway. Celebrate yourself, loudly, quietly, however you damn well please. Because here's the thing, you like being around you now. That alone is a revolution. And listen, not everything's meant to be posted, tweeted, or announced with fireworks. Some growth, it's better when it's silent, sacred, just yours. Keep some wins private. Let the world wonder what the hell you're up to. Now let me say this plain, don't go back. If they didn't see your value before, they won't see it later. If they couldn't love you when you were still finding your footing, they don't deserve to stand beside you now that you're standing tall. Real love, it doesn't risk losing you. It doesn't treat your heart like it's disposable. It holds on because it knows your worth. So move forward, not out of spite, not for revenge, but because peace tastes better than pain and freedom looks damn good on you. Keep walking. Keep breathing in your truth, because when you live fully as you, when you stop shrinking, dimming, editing yourself for someone else's comfort, guess what? They can't handle it. They see it, they feel it, but they can't follow, because your shine exposes their shadows, and they'd rather drag you back down than rise to meet you. But you're not playing that game anymore. You're not here to prove anything. Not here to convince anyone that you were right or they were wrong. That part's over. You're here to become, to expand, to evolve into who you've always been under all that mess. And that's the power play. So keep going. Don't explain. Don't justify. Don't water down your wins for people who secretly hoped you'd lose. You don't owe them a damn thing. The truth, you were never the problem. It was never about you being too much. It was always about them being too small to handle it. They needed you, still do, but you don't need them. Now if this hit something deep, say something. Drop a word, a thought, a hell yeah, I'd read everyone. And if you're feeling stuck, I'm here. Check the link below for a one-on-one. You won't walk this alone. If this message spoke to you, hit that thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't. We go live every Tuesday, and I'd love to see your face in the room. Until next time, keep rising. You're not just healing. You're winning. And they never saw it coming.